Let's talk about something we've all felt, but maybe never really thought about. How our buildings stay comfortable and how we can make them a whole lot smarter about it. Have you ever been sitting at your desk in the middle of summer, wearing a sweater and just wondering, why is it an Arctic tundra in here? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's a ridiculously common problem. And here's the really wild part. You walk past that same building at, say, 10 p.m. The parking lot's empty, the lights are off, but you can still hear the air conditioning just blasting away like it's a packed house. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense, right? Heating or cooling an empty building is like leaving all the faucets running in an empty house. It's just a colossal waste of energy, not to mention money. So what's the fix? Well, the answer is actually pretty brilliant and surprisingly simple. We just need to give our buildings a brain. We've got to switch from that old, kind of dumb, always-on way of thinking to a new, smart, on-demand system. Let me put it this way. The old way is like a light switch that's just stuck on, 24/7, full blast. The smart way, though, that's more like a dimmer switch hooked up to a motion sensor. It gives you just the right amount of light, only when you actually need it. And that exact same idea applies to our heating and cooling. And the hero of this whole story is the Building Automation System, or BAS for short. This is the central nervous system. It's the brain that tells all the different parts of the building what to do, making them work together to perfectly match the energy they're using to what's actually happening inside. So, how does this building brain actually pull it off? Well, it's not really magic. It's just a super logical process. Let's break down the tools behind it. It all boils down to three really simple steps. First, it senses. It uses things like temperature and motion sensors, even CO2 sensors to figure out how many people are in a room. Second, the BAS brain thinks. It takes all that data and analyzes it. And finally, it acts, telling the HVAC systems to power up, power down, or hey, just take a break. Now, one of the cleverest tricks these systems use is something called a dead band. Think of it like the system's chill-out zone. If the temperature is in that sweet spot, not too hot, not too cold, the system literally does nothing. This simple trick stops the heating and AC from constantly battling each other, and that saves a ton of energy. And it gets even smarter. Instead of a rigid 9 to 5 schedule, the system actually learns. It figures out the absolute perfect time to start cooling things down so it's comfortable right when you walk in. And it knows it can shut off a bit early because the building will stay comfortable till the last person leaves. All that saved time is pure energy savings. And check this out. The flat yellow line up top, that's a dumb system, just pumping in fresh air full blast all day long. But that wavy green line, that's the smart system. It uses a sensor to perfectly match the amount of fresh air to how many people are actually in the room. All that space between those two lines, that's just wasted energy that we're now saving. Okay, so this tech is really cool, but so what? Why does this actually matter? Well, the impact is huge. We're talking about our wallets and the planet. So just how big a deal is this? Get ready for this number. In commercial buildings, a whopping 62% of all the energy they use is electricity. 62%. That means even tiny efficiencies here create a massive ripple effect on our energy grid. And the benefits? They just stack up. You get lower energy bills, and who doesn't love that? You get more consistent comfort, you shrink your carbon footprint, and because the equipment isn't running itself into the ground, it lasts way longer. It is a win-win-win-win. If you only remember one thing, let it be this. With smart controls, you're not sacrificing anything. It's the best of both worlds. Your comfort stays high while your energy use just drops. All right, let's boil this all down. If you walk away with just one core idea from all this, please make it this one. It is just this simple. Stop wasting energy on empty spaces. Smart controls are all about one thing, matching our energy use to our actual, real-time needs. That's it. That is the whole secret. So the next time you're in an office that feels just right, you'll know there's probably a smart brain working hard behind the scenes. It's a small change that makes a huge, huge difference. If you want to keep learning simple ways to understand the world of energy, then you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe to Energy Simply Explained. Thanks so much for watching.